Good afternoon my friends, and happy Saturday and welcome to Vlogmas day 17. I hope you're all doing well and are having a lovely weekend. So if you watched to the end of yesterday's vlog, then you will know what we are going to be doing today. I mean, it'll also be the title of this vlog, so you'll already know what we're doing. But the time has come to open up this beautiful book, Quilting with Liberty Fabrics. Have a flip through it, find something lovely to make, and yeah, just do a little bit of a review and sort of, you know, swoon over it, I suppose. So I'm going to take the plastic off and we'll reveal its beautiful contents. I do have my scissors just in case there's a part that I can't open. I might just start from this corner. Rip. No, I'm going to need the scissors. Here we go. Yeah. Wow. Oh, it's a lovely feeling book. You know, like when you pick up those beautiful coffee books and they just have that lovely sort of texture to it. The spine of the book is fabric. Are we ready? Let's have a look. It's a whole other colour. That's so beautiful, and it's one of their most iconic prints. This beautiful floral yellow and blue is just so beautiful together. And you know why? Because they're opposites on the colour wheel. Yeah, opposite colours on the colour wheel always look good together. Let's have a look. Ooh. Ah. Sorry, I'm going to stop making those silly noises. Oh, lovely. I'm not going to go page by page. Oh, look, I've been there. Yeah, I'm not going to go page by page. If you want to see it page by page, then you'll just have to get the book. But here's the contents and all the names of the different quilts. Okay, my friends, I've just had a really quick flick through this amazing book. I mean, this is a very special book. There are some beautiful patterns in here, and it's 100% celebrating the beautiful fabrics of Liberty. It's a typical quilting book, so it has like sewing basics, all of the tools that you'll need. There's some really great pages talking about the history of Liberty fabrics and how they were block printed and all that kind of stuff. They also have all of the templates you need for each quilt at the back of the book. I also have to say the photography is just incredible as well. I like how there's a mixture of different types of quilts. You've got paper piecing, you've got traditionally pieced projects. I think there's even one that's encouraging you to sew it by hand. There's also applique projects. Some of them are more traditional, just like this one. This quilt is called Discovery, and it's like a mariner's compass. And then there are other ones that are like really quirky and fun. There's also a traditional pattern for a log cabin as well, or courthouse steps, that can also be known as. I mean, like, it's just got such a really great variety of different patterns for different skill sets. You can learn lots of new things. Like, I will definitely learn how to make that mariner's compass star. I've always wanted to make something like that. So there's definitely lots to choose from in here, whatever your level of quilting or sewing is. So it's a good book. There is a block that I would like to make, and oh my gosh, look at that. I've just opened straight to it. It's from this quilt here. It's called Love and Kisses. I think this is a paper pieced pattern, but I'll have to just look at it a little bit more. So this pattern actually gives you two options of how to piece it together. You can either do it in the more traditional way of just like piecing all of your pieces together, or they also give you the option of doing it as a foundation pieced pattern, and they provide the templates at the back. I think what I will do is I will piece it traditionally. I won't do paper piecing, and I would really love to make this in the traditional way. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure out what I need to cut and see what we need to do, and I'm also going to show you the block, what it looks like. So this is what it's going to end up looking like. It's a little heart with a cross through it. We'll follow the instructions, cut everything out, piece it together and see how it works. Now I actually do have some Liberty fabrics. I'm actually trying to make a quilt with Liberty fabrics, but it's just sort of been put to the side, just like all my other quilt tops. And it's this one here. I've been making it on and off for the last year or so. It's called Flower Show, and it's just all of these orange peels that you sew together and make it into a beautiful quilt like this. So I have the project here. It's under my desk, just sitting here. So this is a project that I'm trying to make with Liberty fabric. So I do actually have a few of these fabrics left over. I don't know whether to use some of those or just use some of my other beautiful florals. I'll have to do a bit of digging to see what I can find that will work the best. But yeah, this is a very exciting book and I'm so glad I got it. And there is actually a possibility for a quilt that I might do with my advent calendar fabrics. I'm not sure yet. I still want to see like the rest of the fabrics that I'll get and then, you know, like assess and see what I can do. But yeah, there's a couple of contenders in this book for that fabric bundle, which I think could work. Alright my friends, let's get fabric pulling from the stash and see how well we go with sewing up. Now I've lost the page. Sewing up this beautiful block. If I can find it. There it is. It's going to be nice. Okay, so these are the fabrics that I have chosen, and one of them is a Liberty fabric. So just a reminder of the block that we're doing. So the Liberty fabric I have is called the Cath House Collection, and this particular print is called Piper's Peacock. This particular print is going to be for these green areas. And then I've just chosen a really nice sort of dusty pink homespun for the heart. And then I just had this sort of white tone on tone kind of print that reminded me a little bit of the Liberty prints, and that's just for the background. So I think that should work. We'll have genuine Liberty fabric in it. So I'm going to give them a good press and then get cutting for the pieces for our block. Okay my friends, we've had some wonderful success today sewing up a beautiful little block. Ta-da! Here is my little Love and Kisses block. The love being the love heart and then the kiss being the cross. I quite like the effect that it gives far away. It doesn't look as busy as what it does when it's close up. But that's kind of the beauty of Liberty prints and like the aesthetic that they give once you sew them all together. Just that real busy sort of eclectic vibe. I love it. Now this was relatively simple to piece together. It just had half square triangles that you then sort of sew together as like flying geese. It's just got little corner squares and then you do two separate pieces of a rectangle and then you're just sewing squares onto some of the corners to create that kind of heart shape. So it is relatively simple. I think the only thing about this block that people will struggle with is the pressing. There are a lot of sort of complicated seams that do seem to kind of collide with each other. So I think if you don't have experience with pressing seams and how pressing them will make a difference to how the block will come together and how like your seams will nest and how flat the block will be once it's finished. Yeah, I think if you don't quite have that experience, then you might kind of struggle with like some issues. So I'm going to show you the back. That is my nice complicated back of seams. So some seams I pressed to the side and some seams I've pressed open just to minimize bulk, especially doing these seams here and then these seams here where these sort of points meet there and up the top. So yeah, just be aware of where your seams are going and how to press them to be able to get all of your seams nice and neat and nice and flat. I have to be honest, the block is actually a lot smaller than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be at least maybe 10-12 inches. I don't know why, but it's actually 8 inches and mine measures 8.5 inches. I think the 8 inches is possibly when it's like sewn together into a quilt top, but when it's just a block on its own, it's 8.5 inches. So tiny and gorgeous, which just I think makes it even sweeter and special, I think. So happy days. I would definitely make this block again, and I would definitely make a quilt out of this block, just like it is in the book. Most definitely. I'm not saying that that's the quilt that I'm choosing with my advent calendar fabrics, but you know, it's a definite favorite to make in the future sometime. So my opinions overall of this book is I love it. I think it's amazing. If you are a bit of a geek and a tragic about Liberty fabrics like I am, then I think you should definitely get this book. Just drool over all of the beautiful photographs and fabric swatches and just sort of drink it all in. One of the good things that I do love about this book, they list all of the fabrics that they have used in all of the quilts. So at the back there is a page called the swatches, and it just has swatches of all the fabrics that are used in each quilt. Oh look, this is the one that I used. It features the name of the fabric, whether it is a Tanalon or a Lazenby cotton. Also tells you like what quilt the swatches have been in. And I just noticed this is the fabric that I used today. This one here, look at that, which is called Piper's Peacock in blue. It's a good couple of pages of just beautiful swatches of Liberty fabrics, which I think is really great to have that as like a handy reference. So yeah, I am so excited to use this book more and to make more and to learn more and to have an excuse to buy some more Liberty fabrics, because you know, why not? I love that it has like this extra sort of sleeve to protect the book. I love it. Okay, I popped the block up on my design wall and it looks really good. That is so effective. Oh, that's gonna look so good in like different colorways and contrasts. I'm inspired, guys, but I can't like think about it too much because I have so many quilt tops to finish. I really can't have another one to start, but it's very tempting. Pretty. Okay, that's just gonna hang out in the background while we do Advent. While we're on the fabric chat, let's do fabric Advent first. And the dog's in here as always, and he's got his squeaky toy from the other day. Here's our beautiful daily reminder of what we have and that gorgeous green we got yesterday. It's looking good, guys. So today we're opening day 17, my number. Let's see what we have today. Oh, it's a good one. Are we ready? Hey, it's another lovely green. Oh, this one's got a selvage on it. This is from Art Gallery Fabrics, I do know that. So these solids are from the Art Gallery Pure Solids range. And this particular colour is called Rosemary. What a lovely name for a shade of green. Rosemary. There we go. Oh, I quite like that because now we got the light gingham with its light solid, the darker gingham with its darker solid. This is so pretty, and that Liberty book today has just really inspired me to make something really lovely with these. Happy days. There they all are in the box, looking good. And we've got 3 more fabric packages to open. I wonder what else could there be. Alright, let's finish the day with our countdown labels. I think we're on 8 because that's the highest number that's left. That is our picture today for number 8. I think it's someone sewing, or are they sitting under a quilt? I'm not sure. They could either be quilting or knitting. I really don't know. Let's see what we've got today. Oh. Ooh, oh, these ones are fun, and the saying that's on them is totally my brain. So today's labels say sewing on the brain, and I'm assuming that picture is of a brain. Yeah, I relate to this. I'm always thinking about sewing. I like to think that this one was personally made just for me. Like designed just for me, because sewing is always on my brain. Anyway, should we put them in the tin, puppy? Sniff of approval. Yep, okay. In the tin they go with all their friends. That's a good looking tin of labels, I must say. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope my little review of the Quilting with Liberty Fabrics book, which I have here, I hope my review was satisfactory and what you wanted. If you do have any questions about the book, then let me know in the comments and I'd be more than happy to answer them. There is a link in the description box below to where I bought it from Booktopia, but I know that you can buy it on Amazon and other places like that. I'm super happy with the little block we made today. I feel like I haven't done any sort of real traditional patchwork piecing in a long time, so it was really nice just to sort of cut out little pieces, piece them together, press them, and then sew it all together, which was just like a really divine afternoon of sewing. So, you know, happy days all around. So my friends, thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you're all having a lovely weekend, and I'll see you again tomorrow for Vlogmas day 18. I'll see you then. Bye bye.